Ohimai, thank you very much. You do owe us some extra time. And I'm sure we all were enlightened by that one. Emphasis on the speakers and everybody coming up, please. This is a live broadcast, and literally time is money. So we need to make sure we get to the point as quick as possible. We'd also like to emphasize that if you do want to be part of this movement, when I say movement, I don't mean just 1,000 voices. I mean the movement of this generation. We will keep you abreast of all the activities post this event, and all you need to do to lend your voice is SMS 20050. Just type ONG, your name, /email, /local government, /state. And if you do not know your local government by now, you can Google it up. Okay, Miriam, who do we have coming up next?
Our next speaker is the chairman of the APC Youth Forum. He's from Kano State. Like I've said earlier, he's done a lot for us northern youths in putting things together. And his name is Ismail Ahmed. Now, the most important thing is we know that mistakes have been made. Mistakes are being made. And mistakes will be made. But we are here collectively to make sure that we do not carry on with what has been done before. And this is where we're trying to move forward. And this is where their voices come as the youth political leaders within these parties. They're the ones that will let us know how to move forward. They're the ones that will let us make sure that the right policies are being applied for us to move in the future in the right direction. So I call on Mr. Ismail Ahmed, Chairman, APC Youth Forum.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is an opportunity for me to be here, and I'm privileged. I'm going to say something real quick before I go on. I'm not here representing APC. I'm here representing my generation. Let's get that clear first. I just happen to be a young man within a political party who is encouraging other young people to join the political process, because it is only when you take part that you'll be able to take charge. And my last friend that spoke last, who went overtime, is a PDP man. He's a PDP man, but it's okay to be in PDP. He said that abusing government is not the way forward. Nobody wants to abuse government, but abusing opposition either is not the way forward. Now, as a country and as a people, as a nation, a country, and as a people, have we made mistakes in the past? Yes. Is it okay to make mistakes? Yes. Some people believe that the amalgamation of 1914 is a catastrophe. Some people believe that even the independence given to Nigeria in 1960 was premature. Some people believe that the Republican Constitution of 1963 was a mistake. A bigger mistake was the military incursion in 1966. The retaliatory counter-coup in July of the same year was a mistake. The Civil War of 1967 to 70 that killed almost more than 1 million Nigerians and subdued a region was a catastrophe that we're still living with till today. Gawan empty promises of transition to civilian rule was a mistake. He was a 32-year-old man, unmarried when he became president. Then the Murtala assassination of 76. Then the transition to civilian rule in 1979 to a person who wanted to be a senator but was given the presidential ticket under the NPN. The coup of 1983, because they believed the civilian government was too corrupt to rule a country. The structural adjustment program of the 80s, of the Babangida years. The annulment of the 1993 June 12 election. The Abacha years of failed bank decrees. When our military oligarchy felt it was their mistake for the 1993 June 12 election, they answered the clarion call. They were not northern leaders. They were Nigerian leaders from the north. That's a difference. And then they pulled out a former military general from prison and gave him a presidency. He ruled for 8 years. He was supposed to institutionalize democracy, not to individualize it. And then when he was leaving, came along a humble, frugal governor from a northern part of the country who was by all intents and purposes sick, given the mantle of leadership of 170 million people in a job that requires 18 hours a day, 27 days a week. Were they all mistakes? Yes. But should we wallow in the below lethargy of our past mistakes? No. As a generation, the future is inevitable. It is coming despite what we do, but how it comes is exactly because of what we do. As a young man from the northern part of Nigeria, I've always said that the only way you can determine event if you are part of the process. If you want to see something different, you have to be willing to do something different. You want to sit down in your homes and criticize government and the opposition? What we are simply doing is providing a political alternative in what we call political capitalism. Giving competition of ideological preferences so that you, as young people and us, can make the difference. And let me stick to time here. The time is now. The mistakes have been made. Some were fatal, some were accidental, some were vindictive, some were wicked. Are we going to make our own mistakes as a generation? Why not? Should we make it? Absolutely. But let's forge on, knowing fully well that it is only in a country like Nigeria that you have young people coming together, planning a future for themselves. The difference is not that we've never had positions before as young people. No. We've always held positions, but we've had positions without a position. And therefore, we are trying to create a position in 100 KGM voices. And may Allah be our judge.
Thank you, Ahmed Ismail, for that very, very inspirational speech and a recap of history. We always need to remember where we came from to forge forward.